Hello, and welcome to the Nowhere Is If Not podcast. The Nowhere Is If Not video journal. The Nowhere Is If Not thing. It's currently 11:18 on the 31st of December. You may immediately be noticing that my sign is the wrong way around. I didn't think about that while making it. And that I didn't have time to make any one. I have a countdown going. It's 40 minutes until 2026. 2026. I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks. Also, I hope you like my mic. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing this for a few weeks. Originally, I was like, I'll do it unedited. I don't think I'm quite there yet. This will probably be edited because I don't know what I'm doing. And so the time is going to be funky, but I'm keeping her there. Oh! First things first. Oh, shit, I got to put this down. Is this like ASMR? Oh, it's a screw top. Eek. This is the nicest glass I have. Cheers. I've been thinking of doing this for a few weeks now, maybe a month or two. I have a close friend story, which most of the people watching this are probably on, where I will post 10 minutes of me just chatting absolute shit. And then I promptly delete it because I realise these people don't need 10 minutes of videos clogging up their Instagram stories. And I had some complaints. From the audience. People were saying, hey, I only got 2 minutes into the videos and you delete them all. Or, hey, I only watched halfway through and I have like a life and so I was going to come back to it and now it's gone. And so I went, I'm not deleting them because I don't want people to see them. I'm deleting them because it just feels like a lot to clog someone's Instagram stories up. So what if I just do this? And then, once a week or whenever I do this, my friends have something they can watch, which is me just talking. And if there's one thing I can do, it's talk. And I think I'm quite good at it. Not words, just finding things to say in any environment or situation. Actually, let me sip this. Ooh. Oh, hey. For £4 from Co-op, not that bad. I want this to be the first episode. It feels right. It's New Year's Eve. I've decided to stay in. That's what I'm saying. The reality is I maybe didn't make any plans and then started kind of making plans yesterday and then started getting anxious about the fact I hadn't made plans, and so then I made the plan to stay in, and I decided that if I make that a plan, then it's not kind of sad. And maybe that within itself is sad, but we don't have to read into it. Like no one's making me do that, so I'm choosing not to. 2025 was a time. It was a time. I turned 23. 23 is meant to be a tough one. I have an issue with prime numbers. I don't like being a prime number, but saying that, for a prime number year, not that bad. So maybe my theory is wrong. I just think I want to do a bit of self-reflection. Oh my god, my sweets! Wait, guys, I'm actually so unprepared for this. No one's shocked. This is really high quality content. Really obsessed with this. Can't get over it. I need to stop moving it away from my mouth though. That's gonna sound really bad. No worries. This is a pilot episode, like this is, 1 second, pause for noise. This is kind of a test episode. I might not even post this, but I had to do it and I've been talking about it for so long. Why did I do that? I do this all the time. I'll be in the middle of a sentence and I'll sip or I'll put food in my mouth. I'm definitely going to have to edit this. Maybe it was that's really good. Maybe it was a bad idea to buy sweets for this. Anyway, I want to reflect on 2025. I feel like I literally have no idea what happened this year. Like, so much happened, but it went by so quickly. But then, I was thinking about my birthday, which is in March, and I was thinking about, January, and I was like, that was this year. Katy Perry went to space this year. What were the other things I wrote down? I wrote some things down that I was doing some research and I was like, these things did not happen this year. The summer I turned pretty was this year? Tyler released Don't Tap the Glass this year. Kendrick's Super Bowl was this year. I don't believe any of that for a fucking second, but unfortunately that's the truth. What else happened this year? I feel like loads of crazy stuff happened this year. The Coldplay, the thing with the CEO of that thing and the HR, crazy. Just a lot happened this year. The world is ending, but it isn't, as per, you know? And I'm not really, I'll be coming out the gate. None of what I talk about on this is going to have any, like, I'm not trying to make a difference. I don't think it's in my wheelhouse. I don't think I don't have the education. I barely scraped through my GCSEs and I did a performing arts diploma and 1 year of a musical theatre degree. That's not somebody who should be talking about politics. I think I'm pretty on it with politics. I still don't think I should be talking about politics. So, fear not. Am I getting notifications on there? That's embarrassing. If 2025 was an interesting year for me, I feel like I had some real high highs, I had some real low lows. A lot of them related to my work, which I also don't want to talk about on this. I want this to be something that isn't work, but I'll get it out the gate. Again, most of you probably know this, because I doubt this is going to reach a wider audience than my close and personal friends. I work in hospitality. I'm holding for applause. Thank you so much. And it's fine. I enjoy it because I enjoy people. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy hanging out with people and meeting people. And so I enjoy that aspect of it. Is it my lifelong dream? I think it's like a handful of people's lifelong dream. There is definitely careers in hospitality. Please don't get me wrong. Why did I have Prosecco? It's going to make me burpy. Wow. 10 minutes in. 9 minutes in. This is going to be maybe half an hour with everything I cut out. Oh my God, get onto something. I feel like one of the reasons I'm doing this is, again, kind of linking to work, which I don't want to talk about. I feel like I'm doing good at work. I'm doing really good at work. I'm doing a good job. Everyone's happy with me. I'm finding it easy but also challenging. Like it's not like taking over my entire life mentally, but it's not like it's not a walk in the park. Don't get me wrong. And I think now that I'm in a position where I am happy with work and I feel like I'm doing a good job, I then kind of sat with it and went, oh, why do I still kind of feel like unsatisfied? Why do I still kind of feel like I'm missing something? And that's what this is. That's what I'm hoping this is. I like, in a dream world, my job would be to make people laugh and to talk to people and to get paid for it. My job would be to get paid to be entertaining in whatever that is. I'd love to do acting, but also, it doesn't even have to be that. I just like yapping, and there are careers in it, but there's not something you can really, like, there's no path, there's no degree I can do to yap. I don't need it. That's the truth of the matter. And I just think my brain works, God, this makes me sound really big-headed, but I'm not lying. My brain works in a way that is very interesting. And I often find, even with strangers, I have conversations with them and they're like, damn, girl, like, you got away with the words. And I agree. I think I'm good at telling stories. I'm good at articulating my thoughts. I'm good at talking, guys. It doesn't actually seem like it in any way, shape, or form. No worries. I think a very common feeling amongst young people in today's society, in our generation, there is a very common feeling of, like, dissatisfaction, of feeling unsettled, of feeling like, even if you're settled, like, even if you've got a roof over your head and you're paying your bills and all of this, that it's just not enough. And I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting when an entire group of people, an entire sector of society are feeling a certain type of way, and we all just kind of are acknowledging it. We're all acknowledging the fact that we aren't quite happy. We're acknowledging that capitalism is killing us. We're all acknowledging that the world is a really dark and scary place to be in right now, but also there's like not a huge amount we can do about that, especially when you know, work in any sort of service job. It's like I can't quit my job. I don't want to. I don't want to quit my job. Like, but I can't make any crazy decisions or like career changes because I need a roof over my head. I need to pay my bills. And so it feels really hard to find an outlet and find a third thing. You know, you have yourself, you have your work, and you want something else. You want something else that is just for you, and it's really hard to balance that. And I think it also really coincides with the loneliness epidemic, which is rampant and thriving across our community. COVID, remember her, did some damage to our brains, and and social media, as much as I love it, because I do, I'm never going to be one of those girls that's like, guys, just delete Instagram. I think the internet's a wonderful, amazing thing. I also think it's terrifying, but I think it's a really beautiful thing. But there is definitely a loneliness epidemic. It is practically impossible to make friends. All of my friends are either friends I've had for a really long time or friends I've met through work. My best friend in the whole world, the love of my life, Emily. I'm not gonna. I'll take out I'll bleep your last name. I don't know if you want to be outed like that. Emily. We met working together. And now she's like my sister, and she was at my mum's wedding, and we have matching tattoos, and that's my wife. But like that is like the only way to meet people. And obviously if you work somewhere I do, like there's not a huge staff changeover, so I'm just hanging out with the same people all the time, and I love them and I would never change that. But I don't feel like I'm, you know, meeting new people very often. You know, I'm not having connections with people as often as I want to. And I think that is a side effect of COVID. I think it's a side effect of the lockdown. I also think it's a side effect of social media. You have everything at your fingertips. You're not going to go out searching for more. Back in the day, when they, you know, had to go to the bloody dance hall. I don't know. What were they doing back in the day? What were they doing? When they had to... My grandma talks all the time. She was like, I had work, I had home, and I had tennis. I had my tennis club. And I'm like, good for you, Grandma. Like, we get it. You met loads of people at a tennis club. It's not like that for me. I'm not playing tennis. Actually, I think I'd quite enjoy tennis. But I'm just like, I don't have time to play tennis and go meet people. I'm tired. And that's the issue. Oh, don't even. And so within that, I think, again, it is something that I've seen so many people talk about on podcasts, on YouTube videos, online, on all of these different things. I hear people talk about the loneliness epidemic, and I'm like, but what are we, like, but it's because we're all experiencing it, we are all inflicting it upon each other. Like, by me isolating and by me being too tired to go out and by me not going and meeting new people, I'm inflicting that upon other people. But also, in this day and age, if I'm at a pub with my friends, it is so rare nowadays that like groups merge. You're not going to go talk to that other group. They're over there doing their thing. It would be weird if I just like went up to people and were like, hey, should we hang out? They'd be like, who the fuck are you? What are you doing? And it's like, it's just, I think I yearn for that. And so this feels like I'm speaking to no one, but I'm not. I'm speaking to my friends because that's who's watching it. But it feels like a teeny tiny step towards maybe. Oh, sleep. See, I want to hang out with them. I want to hang out with them. Come on, Frank. Do you know what I mean? We are like, maybe if I went up to them and started singing, they're probably really drunk. No worries. But I just think, I don't know where I started. There's going to be a lot of that. I also did a tarot reading today, guys. And I don't want to scare you all away. if anyone clicked on this and then they had tarot reading and went, oh God, I don't know what it is. I don't really know what I'm doing. I put the cards down and I Google it. And I believe, hear me out, things like tarot, things like astrology, all of them are just devices to it's all therapy. It's all therapy. We are therapizing ourselves. Is that the correct term? Therapizing. We're all learning more about ourselves and we all want answers. And so we go to things like the stars and cards that have fun pictures on them. And we say, tell me what's going on. And I think that's fine. I think that's so fine. I don't I think I believe in astrology, but I don't live by astrology. I believe there's a lot of coincidence I've seen in astrology that I'm like, that's a lot of coincidences in a row. But what at the end of the day I think astrology is, and what tarot is it's as humans, us wanting to learn more about ourselves and know ourselves on a deeper level. And so if I can look at this thing and go, I've got a Pisces Mercury, that's why I like talking about this kind of stuff. Then I'm like, great, amazing, there's a reason. We also love a reason. We love a reason. Brains love reasons. We have to attach them. Things can't just happen. They have to happen for a reason, you know? And so things like astrology, things like tarot, they do that. Now, I'm uneducated. I'm sure there are like spiritual and real reasons that people like hold to and live by. And I'm not shit on that. My experience with these things is it's just a outlet and a tool to learn more about ourselves. I love, more than anything, when I look at someone's birth chart and I go, oh, you've got a Virgo moon. And they go, I don't agree with what you said about that. And I'm like, then what do you think? Tell me what you think that is. Because even if you disagree, you can then go, okay, well, I don't think that's true. This is what's true to me. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. And I think we should be doing that. And I don't think everyone's doing that. I don't think everyone's doing that. And it pisses me off. That pisses me off. Let's talk about this. People are scared to look within. I said it. People are scared to... I'm gripping this. That's why it's shaking. People don't want to know themselves. And I think that's so sad. How are you meant to do anything if you don't know why you're doing it, if you don't know what your motivation is? One of the things that I think I really like about myself is I know myself so well, maybe too well. And so if I have a reaction to something, even if it's like a kind of exaggerated, in a kind way, dramatic reaction, I 9 times out of 10 can identify exactly why I had that reaction. What childhood trauma, what incident in my past caused me to have that reaction. And then there are just some people that just react and then move on or don't move on. And I'm like, guys, let's have a bit of introspection. Let's have a moment to go, why did I feel like that? People are feeling and they don't know why. It's sometimes you feel things and you don't know why. Sometimes, hey, that's okay. But I'm saying like people feel really strongly about things and then you go, why do you feel like that? And they're like, I don't know, that's just what I feel. That's a terrifying thing to me. Again, I have a Pisces Mercury. If that means anything to you. That's a terrifying thing to me. I just think, and maybe, let's get out of the way. Yes, I do have ADHD. Diagnosed, not self-diagnosed. Self-diagnosing is okay. It's very hard to get a diagnosis. I had to go private. It costs a lot of money. My meds have worn off right now, if you couldn't tell. And I think maybe that's why I'm like this, why I'm so introspective, because a huge part of having ADHD and moving through the world with ADHD is you do need to kind of know your own reactions and your own feelings about things so that you can maybe warn others or approach things in a way that's going to actually work for you. And so maybe that's why, but I think we should all, I think truly we should all be doing this. We should all be having conversations with ourselves all the time. Because also, another thing is, if you don't know yourself and you can't talk to yourself, and you can't exist within yourself, how are you ever going to be on your own? But then we go back to the loneliness epidemic. And maybe that's my issue. See, I'm doing it. And that is actually maybe true. Maybe the reason, I think one, and this is true, I'm a hyper independent person. I'm very independent. Did not used to be like this. Before my diagnosis, I was hyper dependent. I needed people around me to make me feel needed and make me feel human, right? All the time. Couldn't be alone. Could not be alone. Would go crazy. And I got my diagnosis and I had some stuff happen which required me to maybe isolate for a bit. And now I could hang out with myself for days and see no one. I have. And I have a great time. We get on so well. Like, I'm never afraid to be alone. I'm never afraid to be alone because I will always be thinking of something. I'll always have someone to say, I'll do this. I'm literally doing this. I said my 2026 plan is to talk to myself for maybe an hour once a week. The odds of me also doing it in between those times are extremely high. But I think that's cool. There are some, I saw a thing the other day that was talking about, it was actually, first Heated Rivalry mentioned, friend of the show, Heated Rivalry, Connor's story was on a podcast and they were talking about the sex scenes that he does in Heated Rivalry, and the podcast host, whose name has gone from my brain, was saying, I don't know how you do that. That's so scary. And he was saying that doesn't scare him. Like, he's done a lot of clown work. He's done a lot of, what's it called? What are they called when you do like the art shows? When you do the art shows, but you're the art. What are they called? Performance pieces? Something like that. And so, his body and sex and that sort of thing is just not something that's ever really made him squeamish. And he said, and I was like, this was like a couple of days ago when I saw this, and I was like, that's so weird because that's actually what I want to do. He was like, there are some people out there who like doing a podcast where they just sit and talk to either other people or themselves is their biggest fear. And I was like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. This is my dream. My dream is to talk to myself and then post it for people to see. I don't know why. It's really weird. Maybe it's like I want to be perceived. I say that though, but then on my tarot reading, it was like, careful what you wish for. And so maybe I don't want to be perceived. But I think I do. As of right now, I kind of want to be perceived. I think, like truly, I'm thinking, 15 minutes. I'm thinking and I'm like, what have I said today? But either way, I just think I know that the people I surround myself with, a lot of them have been subject to me doing this to them. And all I really need is a nod and and I could go for hours. I don't even need that right now. I don't have anyone responding to me. And I could just keep going. And I think there's a part of me that also thinks maybe this is something to get out of my system, so I stop doing this to my friends. None of them have complained as of yet, but, and also, even if they would complain, I like don't care, but also like I'm part of me's like I should care. Like what I say to my friends. And it's not that I don't care what my friends think, but I'm like, hey, I've always been like this. When you decided to become friends with me, what did you expect? I'd stop talking. Like, but then also maybe I should like shut up sometimes. Maybe. We'll see. My 2026, that is not one of my New Year's resolutions. I will not be being quieter. In fact, I think I need to be louder. I think I got quiet this year. Everyone's going to disagree. Any of my friends are going to go, that's not true, you got louder. But I think compared to like, you guys didn't know pre-medicated me. Only a few of you knew pre-medicated me, pre-diagnosis me. This is tame. This is the diluted version. I used to be insufferable, like actually insufferable. Like, I don't like to think about it. This is the like cut down, edited, refined version of Tabs. Like, it used to be bad, guys. And like also one thing I will be talking about this is my special interests, because they are sometimes so weird. I had like a whole 4 months back in, I want to say 2018, where all I could talk about was Anastasia the musical. And there's been multiple for other musicals, Falsettos the musical, The Great Comet, and Natasha Pierre and The Great Comet of 1812. You'll all be glad to know that I'm actually not really on my musicals anymore. That was the old me. That was pre-medicated tabs. Medicated tab doesn't like musical theatre as much, and I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot, and I think that, hey, actually, I'm not going to come for a whole community of theatre kids. I don't need that smoke. But I just like, when I like something, I like something, and I'm going to be researching it, and I'm going to suddenly be very well educated on that subject. For example, heated rivalry. I'm not going to talk about it because enough people are talking about it. I don't feel like I need to spread the gospel. We all know. If you haven't watched it, watched it. Episode 5 of Heated Rivalry Season 1 might be one of the best 55 minutes of television I've ever seen in my life. And I've watched that episode of Succession. I don't remember what episode it is, but the episode, you know the episode, the one with the one shot. And it was good. It was good. I would say this episode of Heated Rivalry was damn near close, if not better. And Fireworks. That's, what's the word? What do they say on those tarot readings? That's confirmation that I'm right. Me saying Fireworks is confirmation that I'm right on New Year's Eve. Everything I say today is correct. The fireworks said so. Wasn't me. It was the fireworks. 12 minutes, guys. I'm like scared. This happens every year. I'll never forget, actually. So 2021 was a bad year for me. Really bad year. And I also spent the New Year's of 2021 alone. I also went on a date that night. Wild choice. It was fine. I don't really remember it. I was kind of blacked out for the whole year. But I spent that night alone, in my flat alone, like no one was home. And the second it hit 2022, I started bawling my eyes out. Didn't know I'd have that reaction. I was just chilling, bawling my eyes out. And I don't think I'm going to cry today, but I feel like 2025 is one of those years where it's like, I'm ready for her to be done. I'm definitely ready for her to be done. It's not been bad, but it's not been good. I don't know how to describe it. I think a lot of people feel like it's about 2025. And again, I haven't done the research, but I'd love to look into what the planets were doing. Maybe those numerology girlies can tell me. Because I don't know, but I've had a lot of people saying about 2026 being something about numerology. Something about being a 1 year. I don't know, I saw one TikTok. And it kind of scared me, so I stopped watching halfway through. I was like, I don't want to know. 11 minutes. 2025 has just been a ride. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things I would happily talk about. I don't know. I think it's just been a big year of growth, but obviously with that came a lot of stress and a lot of times of going, oh my God, what is going on? 2025 was a lot of forced change. That's what I'll say. And now, am I grateful for that change? Yes. A lot of that change made me better. A lot of that forced me to kind of prove myself to myself. And there's a lot of things that happened where I was like, I don't know if I can do this, and I did it. And I was like, well, shit, 10 minutes. And so that, in a way, that's really cool, but also I'm really tired. I'm tired. And this is it. There has been a lot of forced change, but also then there's been all this change and all of these kind of positive changes and growth in myself, and I'm still I'm not happy. Okay, one second, pause for a drink. It's not that I'm unhappy. I need to keep reminding myself. Go off, King. It's not that I'm unhappy. I'm not unhappy, and I think it's very easy to equate boredom or what's the other word? Stagnancy. Come on. What am I, a dictionary? With sadness. But that's not what it is. I have a good life. I'm really fortunate. And like I said earlier, the world's ending. I could be in a way worse position. Not everyone's struggles are subjective, and that's true. But also, even in my world, in the world that I live in, I could be in a way worse position. But I think I need to identify the fact that I'm not feeling fulfilled. I'm not feeling satisfied. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. And I think that's what's scary about 2026. Not scary, just scary, suspense. I'm like, something's got to shift. And I feel like it's going to shift soon. I need to take time to figure out what it is. Because I think it came to a real, literally this week, I spent most of this week with like a pit in my stomach of just like, something's not right. And I don't know what it is fully. I have like ideas of what it is. I think it is partly my career because I'm not doing the career I want to do, but I'm doing well in the career that I'm in. And that's a weird feeling to battle with because it's like, I'm doing really well at my job. I'm good at my job. I could be really good at my job. I could keep moving up if I wanted, but I don't know if I want it. And that's so and I'm 23 and I'm having these thoughts, and I think that's another thing where I'm like, I'm too young. But then I'm not anymore. This is it. I've been saying for a long time, I'm too young to be making big decisions. It's starting to smell real a lot like I'm not too young. 24 is like old, but not like, I'm not saying I'm old, but 24 is like, okay, girl, let's start thinking about these things that you've been avoiding thinking about. And so that's also a little bit what this is. We'll be doing this together. What a joy. You guys get to watch me spiral. You kind of do that all anyway, all the time. I'm kind of just always spiraling, but I think that's fine. I think that's human. I think it's normal, right? 7 minutes, guys. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I think, right, let's actually deep it. So what am we, I think in 2026, I'm going to go in with this new kind of, I've got it every year. I feel like I gain a new level of assurance on myself. And I think it really happened this year. I can do a lot. I'm capable of a lot. And I think I need to keep going. I feel like I definitely got like some sort of fire up my ass this year of just like, I don't know, there's just like a bubbling within me of like, okay, we can start doing what we want to do now. I think I've spent the last few years in a kind of survival mode coming out of COVID, because we all got thrown into this situation of like, we had no idea what was going on, fear of the unknown. We were all like, what the fuck's going on? And so we all just locked in. And I do think kind of for everyone, I feel like slowly we've been coming out of it. Slowly. It's been 5 years. 6 in 6 minutes. And it still doesn't feel like any of us have fully shaken what COVID did to us. And I think especially for like my age group, I turned 18 7 days into lockdown 1. I don't know what that does to a person, but I can tell you it didn't do great for me. And I think I think what a lot of the emotional feelings I've been having this year is me kind of shaking that survival mode. I think I've come out of survival mode, and understandably I've come out of survival mode, and I kind of like 2025 felt like a rest year. 2025 felt like a year of, okay, you've come out of survival mode, let's chill out, let's just like chill for a bit, let's just be happy and still for a bit. But understandably I got very bored of that very quickly, and I'm over that, and now I'm like, okay, cool, I'm out of survival mode. Now what are we doing? 5 minutes. What are we doing now? What's the game plan? What's the life plan? Because I don't have one, and I think that's okay. I can't think about it for too long. But I think I don't think I need a life plan. I think it's crazy that when people do like 5 years later, I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years. I don't know what's going to be happening in 5 years. I don't know what's going to be happening in 2 months. But I think I need to start, actually having real conversations about, okay, what's the pseudo end goal? What are we moving towards? Because right now I'm not moving. And I think that's what's filling me with fear. But again, I say this, and it's so interesting because I can only speak from my personal feelings and experience. But I think we're all feeling this. Like, I truly think anyone in like late millennial to like all of Gen Z, we're all feeling like this. And it's like, I don't know, it can feel really like hard to do things for yourself. And I don't mean that in a sense of like, have a bath. I mean like, make semi-big decisions for yourself. I think that can feel like really, really difficult because we grew up into our adulthood in this time of like, just keep going for as long as you can, because you never know when maybe everyone will have to stay inside for almost 2 years. you know, and that can really change your brain chemistry. And I think that's what's happened to me, and that's what's happened to many of us. And so I think 2026, for a lot of people, including me, I'm manifesting, I don't know if that works, is going to be the year of, okay, cool. Now what? What are we doing now? What's the next plan? I can't get over the fact that that's backwards. 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this podcast. I don't know what... I love how this is all an introduction to podcast and it's 40 minutes. No worries. It's going to be a lot of me just talking about things. I think next time I'll probably have more of a plan. I'm going to, like, if I think of things throughout the week of, like, if I start going on a tangent, I'll write it down. I'll save it for the pod. I also just think... I think this feels right for me to do. Is that a weird thing to say? I think this is something that's going to be really beneficial for me. I think I think it's just going to be like, this is therapy. I can't afford therapy. So, I'm here. Guys, 2 minutes. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll get my drink. Wait, let me top her up. What do we do when the clock hits midnight? I hadn't planned for that. I should have got, like, party poppers or something. Or maybe I should have waited and opened it, but I didn't want to be drinking. I got to go to bed after this. I have work in the morning at, like, 7. Okay, quick. 2026. Do more for myself. Find the things that make me happy. Make more friends. Meet more people. Create more. Connect more. God, these all sound so cheesy and gross. Eat better food. Get better, cook more. Buy a new sofa. Top of the list. Maybe buy a new TV. That's like 7th on the list. Oh my God, I got 1 minute. What am I leaving in 2025? Doubt. Over it. I didn't have that much to begin with, but I'm leaving it all at the door. I'm over it. What else am I leaving? I want to find my style. I want to find clothes that I like. I got a haircut. I want to keep getting my nails done because I used to be a nail biter. Would you believe it? 46 seconds. Oh my God. I want to do more things. I want to go on more days out. I want to go to more places. I want to travel, but like not travel. Like I just want to go. I want to go for outings. I want to go for walks. I want to go camping. I want to be in nature more. I want to be on my phone less. And when I'm on my phone, I want it to be for 25 seconds for more positive reasons. I want to read more. I want to research more. I want to learn more. I want to laugh more, if that's possible, because I'm a giggly bitch. I think 2026 is going to be my year, guys. And I think it should be all of our years. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! I immediately... See? Didn't cry. I love fireworks. Happy New Year, everyone. That's to New Year. This is my year. I don't know what that means. I don't know how that looks. I don't know what that entails. But this is my year. New Year feels... I know a lot of people that think it's overrated. But as somebody who has a lot of things that are based on time, I think New Year's a wonderful thing. I think it's a really nice way to set intentions. Do I believe in New Year's resolutions? Absolutely not. Do what you want when you want. But I think it's nice to go, hey, that was last year. Now it's this year. Oh my God, I started recording this last year. Ew. Hated it. I knew this would happen. Merry freaking New Year's, bitches! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year's! I'm recording my podcast. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, this is perfect. Guys, I started recording this podcast last year. Oh my God. It's taking you so long. Whoa, they're doing some crazy ones. What is it? Oh, hey, William! What's up, dude? Last year. I know. Last year. The New Year's game. He's the cutest. I'm the cutest. Oh, I'll go fuck myself. I'll literally go fuck myself. Hello? No, I have a Prosecco. Yeah, you do, bitch. Cheers. Cheers. I literally thought to myself, I want this to end with Georgia calling me, because I knew you would. I've been talking about how the 2026 is going to be my year, but I don't know what that means yet.
I actually feel the exact same way. Like, something's gonna happen.
Something's going to happen. I don't know what, but it's going to be good.
I completely agree.
I do genuinely think 2026 is my year, but I just haven't figured out why yet.
No, it's so fucking.
Oh my god, someone's setting fireworks off my road.
Oh, it's not stopping.
Hey, so it's New Year's Eve.
How long does it last?
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. I love you both so much.
Love you guys. Happy New Year. Love you. Happy New Year. Bye. Anyway, thank you guys. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I said. I don't know if any of this is usable. But happy fucking New Year. Here's to 2026. Here's to no worries if not. We're trying stuff out. It's the year of experimentation. It's the year of fuck it, why not? Big love. I'm gonna go the fuck to bed.